Hello, it's Christina Eggert here. Proud Navy wife. So proud. I love my sailor. Hooyah. Anyway, so I'm here. Last video update real quick. It was like about moving in the military, like the first step of what you should do and your points of contact. Um, Okay, well, not even moving in the military, moving in the Navy. Okay, so I wrote down some notes just so this time I don't waste time like I have been doing in my videos, rambling on. Okay, still here at work. Nobody came to look at the house yet. Told it's my signing, so need to fix that. So, finding housing. So now after you did the previous steps that I told you to do regarding, your orders and what to do next and the people to contact and what to do. Now you set up your move for your household goods. Obviously you don't have a house to take them to. And so you'll be putting it in storage, and again, they'll move you. They'll move your stuff into your home for you. So you have three options finding housing. Okay, and I wrote down the three options, and the three options are as follows. You can do military housing, which is on-off base housing, and at Norfolk Naval Base, which is the biggest naval base in the world where we've been sent to. I am being told that they have around 10 units that are on base housing, and then they have on base housing, but it's for officers. So my husband's not an officer, so that's not going to work for us. So that's the on base. Also, they have on off base housing. Basically, what that is housing ran by vendors of military, and they have housing which is off base, which is considered military housing still, even though it's off base. And you can go that route, or you can, so that's the first thing. Second thing, or you can contact your own owner and go that route. And you can have on base, off base housing, and then across the street there's a house, but it's just rented out by a private owner. And I feel like if their houses are that close to the base, and there's probably military people on deployments that are trying to get, they have to do what they have to do so they can deploy. So that's the second option. The third option is you can buy a home. Girl, we're military spouses. And with that being said, the Navy wants us to be, all right, okay, so our spouse can go out and do what they need to do their jobs without having to worry about the home front. So, girl, and it's really not like credit based. You probably don't want to have a zero credit score, but you can have a pretty low credit score and still qualify for this guaranteed VA home loan. So if you want to do that route, let me know so I can help you out with that. I'm here to help you. Like, really, use me to help you, please, because I'm learning all these things and I want to share them with anybody who needs the help. So, girl, if you need me, let me know. Let me know down below. Comment, and I will comment back. So that's the third thing. So you have A, on-off base housing, B, private housing from an owner or proper management that's not base related, and C, you can buy a home. So the pros of on-base, off-base housing is as follows. I wrote down some things. There's no deposit. There is no deposit for on-base or off-base ran by military housing, that vendors with that are contracted with the military. You don't have a deposit. You don't have like credit check, background check. Um, your BAH will take care of your bills, your utility bills, and your rent. The only bill that you would have to be responsible for is cable bill. Um, then, your husband or spouse will be close to work, so you don't have to really worry about traffic too much, or when he doesn't have to leave you early and he doesn't have to get back so late. That's a pro. I miss my man. Like when my husband, oh my gosh, I want to just be able to wave to him. I was like, I see him, he's off, he's coming. I love my husband. And of course, it is the safest route. Not living on base. The cons of living on base for me, and this is personal preference for me, the cons, you really can't choose where you live. Everything looks the same. You can't really, you don't have no say in who your neighbors are. The cons also, no more BH. You don't get your basic housing allowance anymore because it will be going to for your home there. Everybody's BAH is different. It goes off of your pay grade or your rank. And it really depends. Like if you go with a private owner, I'm throwing numbers out. Like I'm just throwing numbers out. Your BAH is $1,800. Your rent is $1,500. Yeah, you'll get to pocket $300. But then you think about all the bills that you have to pay, and it's probably most likely going to exceed the $300. Opposed to living on the base, they just take your BAH, you pay your cable, and you're done with it. Okay, and it's only a 6-month lease. That's a pro. It's only a 6-month lease. So that way you get to come out, know the area, learn the area, and take advantage of your VA home loan and purchase your home, especially if you're going to be stationed there for years. We have a few years that we're going to be stationed there. Also, a con with living on off base is it feels like a HOA, which is a homeowners association, which I am talking about. There are a lot of restrictions. That is not your home. Well, it's your home to say, but it is not yours. You cannot change it. You have to change it, you have to change it back. So you have a lot of restrictions. It is a military base, and it's military base housing, so there's a lot of restrictions that go with that. Also, you have pet restrictions. I don't know what type of pet people have, but I know, well, my pets are okay, but other people's might not be okay, because of breed restrictions, weight restrictions, all types of restrictions regarding pets. That's a con. The pro is it's safe, it's a base. A con is you're off the base. Let's see. A con will be like when your sailor comes home, it will always be like they are at work. They won't, it's like you're getting off work to go to work. So there's like that piece of separation. It's not going to be there. And I was told that by other soldiers were telling me that because, I ask a lot of questions. So that was one thing they were like, don't live on base if you don't have to. So there was that. Also, I'm coming up on my 15 minutes. I'm at 9 minutes. But anyways, also, there are places that you can look for housing on the Navy sites, on the Navy.mil site, Navy.mil housing site. They will have homes for sale. They will have homes for rent with owners that you can contact. And they will have homes that are on off base. If you are going to, Norfolk Naval Base in Virginia, my suggestion would be to contact Lincoln Military Housing. Okay? Contact them because on their website they also have homes for rent that are on off base, and they have homes for rent that are private owners. They have homes for sale. Also, take advantage of the military providing you with, I think it's RPP, not RAP, not the recruiters one where they get 10 days to help recruiters, but I think it's RPP. That is that the military will pay 10 days. They'll put you up in a hotel and they will accommodate you for 10 days so that you can go out to the state and look for housing and just I know it's only 10 days, but hey, it's better than nothing. And we all know that the military moves very, very fast. So got to keep up. There's nothing we can do about that. All we can do is take our 10 days and go look for an area that we would A, want to rent, B, want to buy. And it is the biggest naval base, so I'm sure there's on-base housing, on-off-base housing everywhere. Okay, so just take advantage of that 10 days so you can figure out where you want to live. If you are going to go the route as in living on base, you contact your whatever where your husband's gonna, where his duty station is at. You contact the housing department of that base. Okay, you contact them and you ask them to email you a housing application. They can do everything through email. So you grab this email application, you fill it out, email it back to them. Okay, send in your power of attorney and your husband's orders. And you're going to have an LES statement. That is your leave earning statement. It's basically what they get paid because they want to make sure that, you're getting your BAH and stuff for rent purposes and stuff. So you make sure you do that. You contact whoever it is at that base, their housing department. Every base has one. So there's one for you to contact. Contact them, get an application, fill it out, send it back. All right? You'll get on several waiting lists. And when a house comes available, which there should be a house available for you by the time you get there, if you're going on off base, okay? And fill in the application, send it back. They put you on a waiting list. When they have something, they will contact you and be like, hey, would you like this home? If you say no, you have to let them know that you say no. Because if you don't, they just take you off the list and they don't put you back on. So tell them, no, this isn't going to work for me, and that is fine. You're allowed to do that. Okay? So if you want to purchase a home, still, again, take the 10 days that they're going to give you so you can look for the area of where you want to live, and you then talk to a VA loan officer at that point. And if you want to do personal, you can look on the Navy site, the Navy.mil housing site, the Lincoln, if you're going to Norfolk, Virginia, Lincoln Military Housing site. Actually, you know what? On the Lincoln Military Housing site, they have other states and cities. So if you go on there, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find your city and see if Lincoln Housing offers housing in that area, which 9 times out of 10 they do. Okay, so that's how you do housing, and that's how you look for your housing search. And the 10 days paid you will go to TMO. Okay, so you can request that. All right. This is Christina Egger, and I'm signing off. And I just gave you how to find housing when you are being PC'd somewhere else into another state, or you might be staying at the other one, just don't know what to do. But here it is, girl. Take advantage of it. Real quick, what we are going to do is, because we're running out of time, I'm about to be out there homeless, girl. I'm about to be out there just looking all homeless. But what we're going to do, honestly, is we're going to take advantage of the 10 days. We're going to go out there and see the area. And I do not want to live on base. I really do not. But however, we are going to go ahead and live on base for 6 months, or we're going to find a personal property person for 6 months because we are running out of time. My husband has to be there July 1st and it is June 8th. Okay. And we don't have time to do a home loan and all that and be in our house or anything by the time he needs to be there. So we have to do something a little quicker, a little bit different. And that was because lack of people telling me how to do things or lack of getting information to us. So now I'm figuring all this stuff out so you can be a step ahead and make sure the same thing doesn't happen to you. Okay? So work on that, girl. Figure out where you want to live, on, off, private, or buy a home. Let me know in the comments. All right? Help you out. Love ya.